Love, I'm doing this for love, and that's how I'll survive. Here you go, I said no, go away. Hi. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hello, how are you guys? Hello, hello. Kaka-start lang, tapos papatayin mo ako. Okay. Hello. Wait lang. I have to stand up. I just started. Jeez. Wah. Don't call me madam. But hi guys, welcome to the stream. You guys voted in the Discords for a co-working stream, so we're gonna do like a little studying stream today with cats. Yes. Congrats, Miss Mel. Thank you guys. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, you guys know the news already. I announced it on Discord. That's why today we are multi-streaming, which is gonna be fun. So yeah, I am now YouTube partner. It seems so weird to say. It's just like, yeah, cool, YouTube partner. Ah. It's like, yay, cool. I can get money off of YouTube now, I guess. But now that's gonna add like a little bit of pressure to me because I'm like, what do I do to make more content on YouTube? What do I have to do? What should I make? What should partners na pala tong idol ko? Yes, I'm a partner. I'm a good partner. I'm a best partner. Take with that what you will. But yeah, no, honestly though, now that I think about it, since we're talking about studying and talking about partner, I am a good student. I'm a good group partner to work with. Yes. No, honestly, have you guys been like in like for like, I know some of you are still in class, but like back in the day, back in the day when I was in school, I was the class nerd. So I'm a good study partner. Technically, by that fact, right? Right? Am I right or am I wrong? I don't know. But hi guys, how are you guys? I should have asked that first. I should have asked that if you guys are okay, if you guys are good. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well and great. Um yeah, I'm gonna be studying today instead because I have been rigging the entire day today. Like, yes, I should have been doing work, but I've been rigging the entire day today so that I can finish a model. So now the model that I'm working on is in the review phase. And yeah, so cool. How are you guys? Yippee! Yes, yippee! It's in the review phase, and I'm hoping the client likes the model and how it looks. Like, so far they gave like some comments and stuff, but I hope they're comments that I can change and that I can edit. Because honestly, it's hard. It's hard, you know? Reaper 331. I can read numbers. Guys, I'm smart, okay? Ni hao, what's that? Is your opinion on Chinese cabbage? Which one is Chinese cabbage? I just know cabbage. What's the wait, hold on. Let me search. What is the difference between Chinese cabbage and normal cabbage? Chinese cabbage. Oh! That's just bok choy. Oh, no. Napa cabbage. Okay, Napa cabbage is good. Napa cabbage is real good, especially in hot pot. Oh my god, that's great. Especially in soups, they're really good. But yes, Chinese cabbage, good. Just got some good news just now habang padaan-daan ako sa Spotify. Hey, let's go! Wait, was that the one that you sent that you got like 1,000 listeners? In the one that you sent? Pechay. Yes, Pechay is good. Gotta see how many VTubers like Chinese cabbage. Chinese cabbage is great. It's good. It's good food. I haven't like tried it in like another context, but I have tried it in soups and in hot pot. It is good. Just hit 1K after a long while. Let's go! Today is full of achievements. We love that. I love that everyone is also getting achievements aside from me today with the partner thing. I'm so glad that you got the 1K. Let's go! But yeah, I hope you guys had dinner. I hope you guys are doing great. I did kind of promise that I was gonna work on something, so I don't want to do rigging tonight because I've been rigging the entire day today. But today, a little fun fact, I have decided to like put a high ROI to my rigging by learning how to code. Like, I'm trying to learn how to code because I sayang naman ish if I don't use my live 2D skills in another thing. So I want to apply like my whole live 2D thing. I can sit down now. Wait. Okay. I want to apply my whole live 2D thing with like web apps and some websites and games. Like, I know I can learn Spine. I know Spine is an easier way to bring live 2D to games. Why? Kiora! Ah! Tatayo na po, sige. Jesus Christ. Taking advantage of the standing redeem, damn. But yeah, going back. What's this? Yeah, I want to put like live 2D into good use by putting it in games and like web apps and stuff like that. And yeah, because of that, I'm trying to learn how to code a little. Yes. And yeah, that's gonna be the 2-hour study session today. It's just me, like, studying code with cats. Because I found like a cat Pomodoro timer thing on YouTube. But actually, I'm curious. Do you guys want to Do you guys want to see me read a bunch of, well, I'm gonna read them anyway because I want you guys to like listen in on what I'm like studying. But do you guys want to see the Pomodoro timer as on the screen? Or do you guys want to see the the study material that I'm doing? Because I'm studying from like Free Code Camp, which is free, duh. But yeah, I'm gonna learn from there and just try to learn as much as I can because I'm still like learning. I'm in the segment that says semantic HTML. So I'm still trying to learn that. I remember, because, okay, not gonna lie, this is not my first time with like coding. I remember back in like, this is gonna age me, but back in the Tumblr days, I was the type that would like HTML, CSS my website. I forgot. It's a skill long lost, but it is a skill that I should go back to because it has high ROI with the fact that I am live 2D rigging and stuff. So yeah. What would you guys prefer to see today? Would you guys prefer to see the timer as I'm studying and then I'll just dictate everything that I'm doing? Or would you guys like to see me do the coding itself and like read the lectures along with me? What would you guys prefer? Also, aside from that, Silk Song is out. Silk Song is out, and like, it looks like a fun game. I haven't gotten into that kind of fandom yet, but it looks like a fun game that a lot of people are interested in and whatever. The ladder, as in you're gonna see the thing that I'm studying. But what about the cats? Oh, the cats. Hold on, wait. Because I'm standing up, I can't see everything on my computer. Hold on. Eddie cats. No. I'm letting you guys pick. The coding or the cats? Because I'm gonna have the cats up anyway because like Pomodoro timer. Yes, Pomodoro timer. But do you guys want to see the study material? Because I'm taking the vote for ladder as the study material one. Wait lang. There we go. Okay. Also, alternatively, I could also, because of the announcement that, yay, YouTube partner, I was starting to think like, hey, maybe I should start thinking about long form content. So I started also as like studying how to write a YouTube script, because YouTube scripts are very, well, it's to each their own. But I want to write a YouTube script that's going to make it easier for me to be like, okay, I can record this, I can edit this, done. So alternatively, if I can work on a script, but I'm kind of scared of you guys seeing my writing. I am kind of scared of that. Cuz my writing is like, admittedly, I was smart when back in the day when I was still in school, but my writing is horrible. I'm good at reading, I'm not good at writing. So probably midway I will start like shifting into writing the script. Maybe, we'll see. But for now, I'm just gonna take to note that maybe you guys want to see the not the cats. You guys want to see the lecture. Hold on. Also, hello. I'm bad with money, lol. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I am also bad with money. I am also bad with money. It is fine. It is okay. But welcome to the stream. Hi, my name is rubiirosie. I am the audio engineer VTuber, and today we are going to be studying in a bit, and maybe co-working on making videos. But hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Speaking of bad with money, speaking of bad with money, I need to learn how to save money this month and next month because I'm going to so many places. Yeah, I'm gonna go to so many events starting next weekend. Because next weekend I'm gonna go to Pota. Hello, Lami. Welcome to the stream. Wait, I should sit down now. It's already time. Wow. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hello, thank you for the raid. Lami, welcome to the stream. How are you? Wait. Hello. Sproutlings have planted. Let's go. Hello. No one expects the Nature Inquisition. I love that. But Lami, I hope you're doing well. I haven't talked to you in a while. Hello. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for sending your community my way, and thank you to Breadbone and QB55. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follows. Lami, how was your stream? I hope you did well. If you need to rest and relax after your stream though, completely fine, no worries. Just you go take a break because you need to. It's fine. But yeah, thank you for dropping by. I hope your stream went well. What did you stream, by the way? But yes, to everybody who's new here, yes. Hello. Welcome. That I was starting to talk about how bad I am with money. But yeah, like, hello, how are you guys? We played some Apex, nice. Honestly, Apex makes me so dizzy, but I like that people have fun with it. It's a great way to de-stress? Question mark. Oh, I got here at the same time as a raid. Cool. Yes, you got here at the same time as a raid. Yes, hello, welcome to the stream. Oh, same, that's relatable. Right? It's so hard to save money when you have so many events to go to. I have so many events to go to next month. I'm gonna go to Pota. What was the theme of Pota this time? Pota aesthetics? I forgot. Wait, let me look it up again. I think it was Pota aesthetics. Let me see. Pota September 13. Looking it up, double checking, fact checking, just a little bit. Wait. Patron of the arts. Patrons of the arts. Aesthetics. Yes, it is aesthetics. So yeah, I'm gonna go to that. And for sure, I'm gonna spend a lot of money again to like support artists. I'm planning to go to Potawin. Oh, yeah, I do wanna go to that too. Oh damn, there's so many things to go to. There's so many things to go to. It's Also, hi Carl, welcome to the stream. Wait, hold on. Did I shout Lami? Shout out Lami. And shout out to Prod Carl Francis. There we go. And also to Kiora. I didn't shout out to Kiora earlier. Whoops, I'm so sorry. You made me stand for 10 minutes and I forgot to shout you out. Thank you for the shout out. No problem. Everyone deserves a shout out, especially you because you rated. Are you going to Cosblitz? Right, that's also this weekend. Oh my god. I have so many places to go to. Wait. I want to go though. I want to go because I want to support what's this? I want to support Benju and Evo for their performances. Wooby Wozy. Yes, hi Nene. Wait. There we go. Chair enjoyer. What's the content? context of that? Jan, what's the context of the chair enjoyer, huh? But yeah, congratulations on partner. Thank you. Thank you so much, Neon Change. Wait, I forgot to call you Change. I was gonna call you Neon. I'm so sorry. But also, hi Change. Welcome to the stream. We need to have a call for this. It's too much to explain. What the? I'm so okay. We'll find out. It's Change or Neon if you prefer being wrong. Yeah, I know. That's why I knew that calling you Neon would be wrong. So I'm like, okay. But yeah, hi Change. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, okay, since there's more people here, I want you guys to vote now. Today we're going to do a study stream because I was supposed to do rig a model today, but I was rigging a model the entire day today. Some people prefer being wrong. No shame in that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know I'm wrong. But yeah, today we're studying instead of rigging because I've been rigging the entire day today. So I gave you guys the option. It would be nice to take a break. It would be, but I also want to like, I'm using studying as a way to take a break from rigging. I think that's the right wording. Yes. But yeah, so I was asking chat before the raid started. I was asking chat if you guys would rather see the Pomodoro the Pomodoro timer that I'm using to keep track of the 2 hours, which is a cat Pomodoro timer. Or would you guys like to see the topic and the lecture material that I'm studying? Because for context, I'm trying to learn how to code again. I'm trying to learn how to study coding again. So, yes. What would you guys prefer to see? Would you guys prefer to see the coding or would you guys prefer to see the cats? Yeah. While you guys are like voting on that, I did not expect to be YouTube partner yet because YouTube partner was like, I thought the benchmark the qualifications. I thought the qualifications for YouTube partner were still really, really high. And I expected it to be pretty high. So I was like, okay, I checked the stats and then it says, okay, I need 1,000 so that I can do this. So I was like, okay, wait, but what's this button that says apply now? What do I do with that? Why does it say apply now? So I clicked it, got through the process, and then boom, partner. Good luck with learning coding. Thank you. It's just gonna be like mostly a review. So yes, it'll be a review of like what I have learned in my past. What? Wait, what? You got YouTube partner? Holy Shazbot. Congrats. Thank you. Congrats on partner. Thank you guys. Thank you. I didn't expect it. I was like, okay, just checking my eligibility for things. Then suddenly, ooh, apply now? Whoa. That's crazy. Also, Stream Gray, welcome to the stream. But okay, because we have a vote that says that I should show my study material, I will show the study material and then we will have cats in the background. Hopefully, the cats in the background will be caught in the background. Okay, so what programming language are you learning, if you don't mind me asking? I am starting from scratch and I'm not using Scratch. I know there's like a coding thing. There's a coding studying thing that's Scratch, but I'm not starting from scratch. The learning software. I am starting from scratch and going through HTML first because I know how, I used to know at least how to use HTML and CSS, but I know there's like been some developments, a lot of developments actually since then. So time to learn from the basics. Many thanks for the shout out. No problem. Everyone deserves a shout out. Okay, so let me change screens so that you guys can see the thing. Oh, wait a minute. Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup for some liquor in it. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, um, let me just double check. Yep. Okay. It's gonna play. It's gonna play the cats in the background. So, can you add JavaScript in the picture too if you're learning HTML and CSS? Yeah, actually, because okay, what I'm using right now is the full stack developer curriculum. There we go. The full stack the full stack developer curriculum. So, it's covering HTML first, then CSS, JavaScript, front end, Python. I'm scared of Python. Relational databases, then backend JavaScript, and then yes. So it's covering all the bases, but it's starting with HTML, which I am yeah, I haven't delved too much into it yet. So yeah, okay. Timer starts now. Okay. All right. So understanding nuanced semantic elements, what should you use the emphasis element over the idiomatic text element? There's a difference. There's a difference. Okay. When should you Oh wait, I should change my Steam information. So now it's co-working. Co-working and studying. Done. There we go. Okay. So we continue this. Why my OBS? I'm stalling from studying. I'm sorry. Programming ain't for everyone and definitely not for me. Honestly, it depends on the person. It really does depend on the person. Me, I just want to use it so that I can put my live 2D stuff in the software. Also, hi Janny, welcome to the stream. Okay, so when should you use the emphasis elements over the idiomatic text element? These elements are very closely related to the concepts of presentational and semantic HTML. The idiomatic text element I was originally used for presentational purposes to display the text in italics. But now it is frequently used for highlighting alternative voice or mood. Okay. Idiomatic terms from another language, technical terms and thoughts. Okay, here's an example of the official HTML spec using the I element to show an idiomatic phrase in French. Ah, okay, so like quotes and everything. There's a certain je ne sais quoi in the air. Okay. The lang attribute inside the open I tag is used to specify the language of the context. In this case, the language would be French. The I element does not indicate if the text is important or not. It only shows that it's somehow different to the surrounding text. If you do not need to emphasize the importance of the text, you can use a similar semantic element called the emphasis element. This is usually recommended if you need to provide more context. You should use this element for parts of the text that are required that require a special emphasis compared to the surrounding text. It's usually limited to only a few words because it can alter the meaning of a sentence. Hi Jinharu, welcome to the stream. Hello, how are you? Oh, HTML. Yes, I'm learning HTML. Where was I? You should use this element for parts of the text that require special emphasis compared to the surrounding text. It's usually limited to only a few words because it can alter the meaning of a sentence. This is an example of the emphasis element with a paragraph. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone has had dinner and just chilled. You can see the sentence, never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your dreams, emphasis. Notice that the word your will be emphasized because it's inside this element. It's in the browser. You would see the word yours italicized to tell readers that this is an important word in the sentence. Also, hi, Takeo VT. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. And thank you for redeeming a ruby. Hello, how are you? Thank you guys for redeeming rubies. Yeah. Hello, hello. Okay. In this browser, you would see the word yours italicized to tell readers that this is an important word in the sentence. Even if it looks the same when the text was inside the idiomatic text element, the semantic emphasis element conveys its meaning and importance behind the scenes. Nom nom soon. Nom nom soon. Yes, go eat food. Go eat food. You guys need food. Food is great. It is important to know that these elements should not be used for presentational purposes only. If you need to display the text in italics, but the text doesn't have a special purpose, style, or meaning in the paragraph, you should use CSS instead. Okay. Wait, okay, so the questions in my head start popping up after I read these. So, emphasis is used to emphasize the word, but if it doesn't have a purpose, style, or meaning, then just use CSS. Okay. And then the italics, the I, is used to emphasize, where again? Highlighting, voice or mood, idiomatic terms from another language, technical terms, and thoughts. Okay. Okay, which HTML element is used to differentiate text from its surrounding content without conveying specific importance? Okay. Without conveying specific importance? M. Right? I'm realizing that studying like this is gonna make me open for judgment. It's gonna make me open for everyone judging me. When should you use CSS instead of the I and EM elements? When the text has a special purpose or meaning? No. When you want to display text in italics for presentation? No. When the text? No. When the text needs to be emphasized for importance? No. Huh? Wait. Okay. And welcome to the stream. Thank you for the sub. Hello, hello. Shout out. There we go. Hi, Anne. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Okay, wait. For presentational purposes, I'm assuming. Because this one is M. This one is I. This one is I. So I will just assume that it is CSS, that one. It'll tell me if I'm wrong anyway, so. How are you guys? I hope you guys are chilling and doing well. I'm so conscious. I'm sorry. I'm realizing that studying like this is gonna make me very conscious, but it's fine. It's okay. Okay. What is the primary difference between I and EM? There is no difference. I wish I could say that. Good luck with your study. Thank you. Thank you. I hope it's not too boring as well for you guys. I hope that studying like this is not too boring. I just really wanted to have time to study. And I feel like stream time is the time that I will like find time to study. Okay. I indicates that the text differs from the surrounding content, while EM emphasizes the importance of the important text. I is for emphasis, EM is for styling. Both emphasize text the same way, but EM conveys more importance. It's not the last one. It's not the first one. So, yeah, EM is for styling. Answer? What? Okay, so it is this one. And this one is wrong. So, differentiate text from its surrounding context without conveying importance. Okay, so I did switch the two. Yeah, I did switch the two. I'm sorry. Okay. I really need to like up my reading comprehension skills. It's decayed over the years. When should you use the strong element over the bring attention to element? The bring attention to element B is commonly used to highlight keywords in summaries or product names and reviews. Usually, browsers display this text in boldface. Here's an example using the B element to highlight productive names in the interview. In the interview, where we tested several products, including the Super Sound 3000. for audio quality, the Quick Charge Pro for fast charging, and the Eco Clean Vacuum for cleaning. The first two performed well, but the Eco Clean Vacuum did not meet expectations. Ooh. The browser renders these parts of the text as bold text. This visual emphasis will draw readers' attention to the product names. If you need to emphasize the importance of the text, you should use the strong element instead of B. So emphasize the importance is the strong, and the highlighting the words is the B. Strong is a semantic HTML element that emphasizes text that is crucial or urgent. This is an example where the strong element is used to label the very important warning about the potential allergic reactions that customers may have to a product. Warning, this product may cause allergic reactions. The strong element communicates a sense of urgency. Visually, both are very similar because they are both rendered as bold by default, but the meanings are quite different. While the bring attention to element only draws the attention to the text without indicating a higher level of importance. The strong element does more than that. It conveys a sense of importance or urgency. This is the main difference. Okay. This gets me more interested rather than programming majors have right now in my course. Hello, Chuba Said. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that it's making you more interested in it, I guess. I'm flubbing and failing at understanding, but I'm trying my best. So I hope that's okay. To choose between them, consider the purpose of the text and its importance within the surrounding content. Okay, so now we know. Bring attention to is not to bring importance. Strong is the one that brings importance. Okay, so which HTML element is used to draw attention to a specific part without conveying importance? B. Which HTML element is used to indicate that it's especially important? So strong. It's okay. Take your time. Thank you. I will need all the time I can get. Yes, fundamentals are important. Yes, honestly, like I guess I'll talk about it a bit more later. But I have tried to like, even though I don't know a lot, or like I'm still reviewing, I have like tried to code based on the knowledge that I have. Yeah. Which reminds me, I haven't downloaded Visual Studio Code in this PC yet. I've put it in my laptop, but I haven't put it in this PC yet. Okay. What is the primary difference between B and strong? That's definitely a no. B is for visual emphasis, while strong is for emphasizing importance. There we go. Okay. I don't know why HTML is much. I don't know HTML as much, but I don't know why I still have my work. I'm still faking it till this day. Honestly, people keep saying, "Oh, if you really want to code, if you really want to make something that bad, just vibe code." And I'm like, but that's AI, and it's making your life easier. But when something fucks up, you don't know how to fix it. So I feel like I should learn the fundamentals at least, so that if someone says like, "Hey, I don't know how to fix this," and be like, "Oh, okay. Well, that's a fundamental thing. I can just fix that." You might need that and also Code Runner extension because this looks a bit like HTML. I know how to code in HTML, but stop because JavaScript isn't my thing. Honestly, yeah, like, this is just to get, like, because I do want to make web apps, because I want to, like, somehow put my live 2D model in a web app, and there is like an SDK that can transfer the that can transfer the live 2D model into a web app. There's like a thing that connects the two. But for me to connect it to the two, I need to know how to make the other one. I need to know how to make the web app before I can connect it to a web app. Also, hi, Beeb sis. Your name is so cute. Welcome to the stream. Web apps, huh? I pray for your sanity when you might need to code JavaScript. I'm scared for JavaScript because I've coded with HTML and CSS before, but JavaScript is a different ballgame that I have not delved into. Okay, so going back, The timer is not yet done. Okay. So, what are description lists and when should you use them? Description lists are perfect for presenting terms and definitions in an organized and easy to read format, like a glossary or a real dictionary where you can find words and their corresponding definitions. This is an example of a description list in HTML with two terms and the corresponding details. Oh, okay. So DL, DT, HTML, DD, hypertext. Okay. Okay. In this case, there are acronyms in HTML and CSS, and the details are their expansions. The details should also be definitions or other information related to the terms. You will need 3 HTML elements to define a description list. First, the description list element DL, which is the container for the entire list. You can see it wraps around all the other elements of the description list in the example. Then one description term element DT for each term. In this case, the description list has 2 terms and has 2 of these elements. Okay, so DL is the overall box. If we're gonna lack of a better term, it's the overall box. And then DT is the item in the box. DD is the description of the item in the box. Okay. In this case, the description. Okay. And finally, after each term, you will find the description details in element DD for the description, or details associated with that term. In this example, they are hypertext markup language and cascade style sheets. In the browser, you would see each term followed by its corresponding description. By default, the descriptions are slightly more indented towards the right than to distinguish them visually. Yes, the nesting. I've learned that. Yes. I'm just a third year IT student, so HTML, JS, CSS combined with Ruby and MySQL. I keep okay, just to let you guys know, when I started trying to learn how to code again, so many TikToks popped up about SQL, and I do not get the jokes. I want to understand the jokes, but I did not understand the jokes. I really want to understand the jokes because they seem funny, but I don't understand them. In the browser, you would see each term followed by its corresponding description. By default, the descriptions are slightly more indented towards the right to distinguish them visually. But description lists are not limited to only terms and definitions. They are much more versatile than that. Here we have a recipe for 2 ingredients. So again, the container, and then flour, 2 cups, sugar, half cup. Okay. The entire description list is what description list the entire description list is within a description list element. I can read. The first ingredient, flour, is within a description term element. Then you can see how much of this ingredient you will need. 2 cups. This is within a description details element directly after its corresponding ingredients. And the same structure is repeated for sugar. In this case, the recipe only has 2 ingredients, but if there were more, the same structure could be repeated throughout the description list. Okay. In the browser, you would see the ingredients aligned to the left and the measurements indented to separate them visually. Other use cases for description lists include product specifications, frequently asked questions, contact information, and metadata. Essentially, when you have 2 related pieces of information in a key value pair format where one acts as a label, the key, and the other acts as an additional related information, the value, you can use a description list. Okay, so which HTML tag is used to define an entire description list? DL. Which HTML tag is used to represent a term in a description list? DT. Which is used to define or provide more details about the term? DD. I'm learning! I'm learning! Yay! Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I have no money to support. I'm so sorry. I don't know when I last used description lists instead of divs and aria. I have not. I know what divs are. I don't know what arias are. So I will learn that eventually. Okay. Oh, okay, so this is gonna be a lot of reading first because the workshop is still far away. There's gonna be a lot of reading, folks. Okay. In HTML, oh, how do I block inline and inline quotes work? How do block and inline quotes work in HTML? There we go. In HTML, coded elements are used to distinguish coded text from the surrounding content. This gives the coded text a format that is easy to identify. You should use the block quotation element for representing a section quoted from another source. It is mainly used for extended quotations. If the source of the quote has an address, you can cite it with the cite attribute. The value of this attribute should be a valid URL. This is an example of a quote within a block quotation element. So block quote, cite, can you imagine what it would be like for a successful developer, blah, 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 block quote. So cite is like, correct me if I'm wrong. So cite is kind of like the thing in where was that? In Wikipedia, where like a line and then there's like a number. Is that what the block quotes are? ARIA stands for Accessible Rich Internet Application. Accessibility stuff. You'll most likely touch on it later. Oh, okay, I will find that out later. You're gonna know once you are deeper in the lesson. Notice that it's a full stack developer curriculum. Yeah, it is full stack. So we'll find out. Cite is citation. Oh. Sorry, the last time I talked about, like, the last time I touched on citations, it's the APA format. API format type shit. So I'm not very familiar with citations. Also, hi, my child, Sari. Welcome to the stream. Go have dinner. Go enjoy your dinner. Guys, it's Sari's birthday tomorrow. It's Sari's birthday tomorrow. Please wish Sari happy birthday. Okay. Where am I? Hi, General Mono. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. This element has a cite attribute. The value of the cite attribute is the URL of the source. While this attribute doesn't change the presentation of the block quote, it's very helpful for giving screen readers and search engines more information about the quote. In the browser, you'll see that this text is slightly indented. Ah, okay. Hello, heard the creamy keyboard ASMR. I honestly, I didn't know that my keyboard can be heard while I am typing until I watched one of my streams that did not have background music, and you guys could hear the things going on. I didn't realize you guys can hear that, but yes. If you want to start and end the block quote with quotation marks, you may need to write them explicitly within the text. You can write the text directly within the block quotation element like I just did, or wrap it within one or more paragraph elements. This is helpful when the text has multiple paragraphs but you want to keep them within the same block quote. Here's an example. Okay, so you can use multiple paragraph lines in a block quote. All the paragraphs are contained within the same block quotation element, so they are part of the same quotation. You can see that the element has a cite attribute with the URL of the source. In the browser, you'll see that the 4 paragraphs are aligned relative to each other, but they are indented relative to the container. Okay. What code are we learning? We are learning HTML at the moment because I am still a noob to everything. Well, not exactly a noob. I knew how to code before. But I want to learn again so that I can, like, use live 2D models in a web app. All the paragraphs contained within the same... Oh wait, I've read that already. So far, I've been using the cite attribute to attribute the source of the quotation, but the attribute doesn't really show the source to the user. It only works behind the scenes. If you want to attribute the source visually, you can add a citation element, cite, outside of the block quote element. This is different from the cite attribute. A cite element is an HTML element that you can use to mark up the title of a reference creative work, like a book, article, song, film, website, or research paper. Okay, so that's a div, and then block quote site, block quote site. Oh, okay. A block quotation element contains quoted text. Below the element, you can see a paragraph element with the name of the author, followed by a citation element. The citation element contains the title of the book where the quotation came from. If you go to the browser, now the source will clearly be visible and see the quotes come from a book written by Quincy Larson. The title of the book is How to Learn to Code and Get a Developer Job. Rosie, hello, Anekotori. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. How are you? We are learning how to code, kind of, so I hope you like hearing me read. But how are you? I hope you're doing well. You should use block quotes like these for long quotations from other sources, but sometimes you will only need to quote a few words within a larger paragraph. That's exactly what the inline quotation element is for. It's for short inline quotations from other sources. Mostly, modern browsers will add quotation marks around the inline quote automatically when you use this element. So, Quincy Larson said, momentum is everything. Okay, so it's a cue. Okay. Doing good, just had Mongolian quick box for dinner. Oh, that sounds good. Actually haven't had Mongolian in a while. It sounds good. Ah! Okay, it's break time. I'll probably forget how to what this is about later. After the break. But yes, break time. How are you guys? I hope you guys are okay and well and chill. This is gonna be like a little ASMR-y, I guess. But my voice is not meant for ASMR. I don't think my voice is meant for ASMR. I hope you guys are doing well and okay and fine. This is gonna be a bit low energy than the usual because I have not. Well, it is a study stream. So, yes. Yeah. I know some of y'all are just waiting for me to like some of y'all are just waiting for me to fuck up a code later on. Some of y'all are just waiting for that, but yes. How are you guys? I hope you guys are chilling and doing great and relaxing. Honestly, the cats, the Pomodoro cats are making me very chill. Wait, I'll let you guys see the cats. Hold on. The cat, all good until you push to live prod. Yeah. Also took my maintenance like an hour ago. Oh, nice. Good that you're taking your meds. Oh wait, what am I doing? Showing you guys the cats. This is how the cats look like. Yes. Not you guys seeing my recommended YouTube videos, but yes. There we go. Ruby, congrats on the YouTube partnership. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, unknown. There we go. Mongo Cat on Steam. Enjoy. Ooh, okay, I will check that out. Sorry, just asking. Are you learning coding for work? Or just personal? I'm curious. Honestly, it's so that I know how to put live 2D models in a web app. Because I do want to make a web app. Like, I do want to try making a web app and just like... I know that live 2D is a skill, but I want to apply it to another skill that's gonna be useful in life. Are you good for the shout out? No problem, Rosie. The maintenance is for my high blood. Still, like at least you're taking your medicine for your high blood. That's good. That's good. That's great. Yeah, cause okay, not gonna lie. Live 2D, even though my commissions and stuff bring in the money and I'm able to like have a skill for it, I don't know how to apply it to like normie life, if that makes sense. I'm taking it every day. That's good. Honestly, there are some people out there who don't take their maintenance daily because they think that they don't need it. So I'm glad that you took the choice to take it. I'm really glad that you took the choice to take it. Yes. Um, what was I doing? Uh, yeah. Um, the only purpose I see for live 2D, honestly, for now, is to animate cartoons. Sadly, so yeah, I do want to like try to apply it to something normie. You know, I want to apply it to something normie because I feel like it would be a useful skill if I'm able to apply it to something normie. You know, I have 4 maintenance high and even 40. Dude, it's fine. I have some maintenance meds too. It's fine. That yeah, it's form like it's gonna be bad on the kidneys. I'll admit that it's gonna be bad on the kidneys, but at least you're taking them to make everything else functional. You know, the kidneys the kidneys can sacrifice a little bit. You know, yeah. Okay, it says 15 minutes until the next study session. So it'll start bleep blopping in a bit. The cat is walking back to the study session. 3, 2, 1. Okay, where was I? You can see a paragraph element that contains text. Part of the text is an inline quote because it's within the inline quotation element. You can also add a cite attribute to attribute the source. Huh? This works exactly the same as it did with the block quotation element. There won't be any visual changes, but it will give screen readers and search engines more information about the quote. In the browser, you'll see that the quoted text is part of a paragraph and it's surrounded by quotation marks. Most modern browsers will add these quotation marks automatically. What's the difference between block quotes and inline quotes? You should use the block quotes for extended quotations from other sources and inline quotes for short quotations from other sources. That should be part of existing paragraphs. Do I remember everything that was before the part that I read? Not really. Okay. Which HTML element is used for displaying extended quotations from other sources? Block quote, right? Yes. Oh, what's the purpose of the cite element? To display independent quotations, to specify the source of the URL of a quotation, to mark up the title of a reference creative work, to display extended quotations. To specify the source of a URL? Maybe. It'll tell me if I'm wrong anyway. Which HTML attribute is used to specify the source of a quotation in a block or inline quotation element? Cite? Yeah, cite. Let's check. Yeah, I was wrong here. Okay. But I was writing the other two. Okay. Purpose of the cite to mark the title of a reference of creative work. Yeah, okay. So it was that. Okay. How do you display abbreviations and acronyms? You know, the more that I'm reading, the more I'm gonna be like, oh, why don't you just use this instead of that? It's so much easier. Visually, it's the same. An abbreviation is shortened form of a word. For example, doctor followed by a period is an abbreviation for the word doctor. An acronym is a word formed from each letter representing the first letter of a word in that phrase. HTML is an example of an acronym. It stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, it's giving me like an English lesson right now. Okay. By taking the first letters of the word, you get the acronym. They are both very helpful for writing more concise text, especially when they are well known and easy to understand in a given context. If you need to display the abbreviations and acronyms in HTML, the abbreviation element is exactly what you're looking for. You should always explain their full meaning when you use them for the first time. Where am I? Then you can use the abbreviation element to highlight them and provide more details. Yes, here's an example when you can see a paragraph in the sentence. HTML is the foundation of the web. So it's abrev. I'm taking Magtine with it. What's Magtine? Is that some kind of like protein supplement or I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I am not a medical major. I am a music major, so So yes, I'm unfamiliar. The acronym HTML is within an abbreviation element in the browser. You'll see that nothing has really changed. It looks like normal text. The abbreviation element is providing helpful context behind the scenes, but the users will still see the acronym as normal text. Okay. If you want to help users understand what this acronym means, you can show it in its full form within the title attribute. Ah, okay. Magnesium L-threonates. I'm sorry. I've never heard of I've never heard magnesium L-threonate. I know what magnesium is. I've never heard of L-threonate. I'm unfamiliar. I'm so sorry. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone use a brief. No, honestly, I think this is just a thing that's just like, okay, it'll be helpful in some context, but not all contexts. You know, it's that kind of information. Where am I? The title attribute is optional, but if you decide to include it, it must be a human readable description in the abbreviation or acronym. Let's take the example before, but add the title attribute. It will be hypertext markup language, the expanded form of the acronym. I think this is like based on your reaction, Beefs. This is the kind of information that's like, okay, it's good to have in terms of like searchability and like understanding the context of the text and whatever, but I don't think it's a common thing to use. Usually the style of the abbreviation element will change when you add to this attribute. The specific style will depend on the browser. Some browsers may display a dotted underline, while others may convert the contents to small caps or even assign a certain default style, such as the dotted underline. When the user hovers over the acronym with the mouse, the full form is displayed as a tooltip. Okay. While you don't necessarily need to use the abbreviation element for every abbreviation or acronym on your webpage, it is recommended for those that might be unclear and those that might need additional context. You should use your best judgment to find the right balance between information and presentation to avoid cluttering the text while being clear and concise. In other words, bloat. Yeah, this is more or less bloat. Okay, which HTML element is used to indicate an abbreviation or acronym? Aber. What is the primary purpose of the aber? To indicate an abbreviation. What is the attribute that can be used with aber element to provide the full form of the acronym or abbreviation? Title. Hi Kaiju, welcome to the stream. Hello. Thank you for the head pats that are gonna take a long time again because I haven't changed the timing. I'm so sorry. I haven't changed the timing of the head pats, so my head is gonna be like very, 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 very bare by the time this head pat is done. Okay, how do you display addresses in HTML? Which kind of address? Oh, the location address. Okay. The contact address element is used to represent a contact information for a section on a web page. The address element is versatile and can be used for business pages, author pages, personal sites, and more. When it comes to building out your website's contact sections, you should use the semantic address element over a generic element like div. Here's an example of using the address element for a company contact page. Address, H to company name, paragraph, break, United States, ref, okay. I'll start a fire on your head. No, don't! Don't do that. In this example, there is a company name, physical address, phone, email information. For the physical address, the line break element is used to show the division between the street name, city, and country. Don't ever use mail to. Why not? Why shouldn't you use mail to? I know that'll like open up, if you're using a MacBook, it's gonna open up the email app. It's a free pass to getting spammed. Oh, well, that is true. That is very true. That is very true. But at the same time, how are you gonna get email from people? Then again, they can just like type down the email themselves, you know? For the phone number, we have an anchor element with href value set for telephone numbers, as well as terrible accessibility and no tracking or automation by a contact form. Fair. Actually, that's very fair. The tel number inside the href attribute creates a clickable link to initiate a phone call on certain devices that support that. For email address, href value set to mail to link. Mail to links are used in HTML documents to allow users to open a new mail within their preferred email client. One of the downsides of using mail to links is that is that users often perceive it as a spam. Unfortunately, not a lot of spammers will use this option to send email to users, so keep that in mind when you're using it. There we go. Okay, what is the purpose of the address element? Contact information? Yes. Mail to is used to allow users to open a new mail. Yes. Hello world, yes. I've done so many hello worlds in the future. Actually, I don't know if I'm counted as someone who's in the tutorial hell for like the longest time, because I do get to make websites back in the Tumblr days for HTML with HTML and CSS, but like I always go back to studying for HTML. So I'm like, am I in tutorial hell? Does this count? What is the downside of using mail to? Target for spammers to send email to users. Check. Yes. Okay. How do you display times and dates in HTML? The time element is used to represent specific moment in time. Here's an example using the time element to represent 2000 hours or 8 p.m. Okay. The reservations are for time, date time, 20 o'clock. The date time attribute is used to translate dates and times into a machine-readable format. It's a steep learning curve. Yeah, it is. But at the same time, later on, you're like, oh, I just want to create this. Okay. Just gotta use this much. Done. I achieved what I wanted. Don't worry, I'm also in tutorial hell. We're gonna get through this. Let's go. We can get through this. We can surpass tutorial hell and actually make stuff. This is important because it helps with search engine results and helps the browser process date and time information more effectively. HTML is the easy part, then you gotta dive into CSS, JS, and backend. Hell yeah. I will find that out eventually. Hi, this world would have been me in another life decided to pursue information technology instead of medical technology. Yeah, honestly, this is making me think, like, what if I didn't take up music? Would I have gone through computer science? Oh, no. I would have been in film. But imagine if I didn't, like, have the backup of going to film. Would I have gone to computer science? Maybe. We'll see. Ruby on her dark web adventures tutorial arc. Maybe. Let's see. Ruby on Ruby. I honestly, part of me is like, maybe I should learn Ruby just for the memes. Magnesium L-threonate benefits focus primarily on brain health and cognitive function, as its unique ability to cross the blood-brain barrier improves memory, learning, focus, and potentially reduces age-related cognitive decline. It also supports better sleep quality, stress reduction, and may aid in pain and relief of ease and constipation. Damn, that sounds like something that I need. Go into CS, come out like a drama movie expert. I can imagine. Honestly, I got into music, got out like an audio tech nerd. I genuinely became an audio tech nerd after studying music. I'm good at the like theory of music, but I haven't gotten into like I'm more into audio tech than music theory. I heard blood-brain barrier and my ears literally tingle. Right, Day. We're talking about magnesium L-threon something? Yeah, we're talking about that. The magnesium magnesium L-threonate, yeah. I take one in the morning and one in the evening along with my maintenance. As long as it's helpful for you, yes. Anong hahanapin mo sa dark web? KPDH leaks. What would I find in the dark web? What would I find in the dark web? What counts as the dark web? No, I feel like the dark web is too dark for me. I'm afraid of the dark. I feel like the dark web would be too dark for me. It's been helping me a lot. That's good. That's really good. Wait, I'm getting distracted. Study, right. People selling diarrhea don't... Diarrhea? Also, hi, Uning. Welcome to the stream. But selling diarrhea, what? Why would you find diarrhea? Why would you want diarrhea? Okay, where am I? Value for date time attribute must be either a valid year, valid month, valid time, location, date, global date, or valid duration string. Okay, here's another example of using the time element to represent a particular date. The graduation will be on specific date. I can see how this can be helpful in like Discord, because like there's the thing sometimes, right, in Discord where you put in like a specific code and then it's gonna be like, okay, it's this time in this time zone, but it's different in another time zone. I feel like that's where this is applicable, right? When Ruby opens up the dark web, it turns to a wholesome, happy place. Yeah, definitely. Exactly. You know? Like the dark web is too dark. I will bring light to the dark web. The value for the datetime attribute is in the ISO 8601 format. ISO 8601 is an international standard to represent dates and times. Okay. The first part of that value is the year, month, day, and then the capital T is the value for a separator between date and time. Ah, okay. The 1500 hours will be 3 p.m. in the afternoon. When you need to represent elements, publication dates, or appointments, it's best to use the time element. Okay, there we go. So what does date time attribute and the time element help with? It translates into a machine-readable format. What is the correct format for date time? It is the one with the T. Yes. What does T represent? A separator between date and time. I'm smart! I love that. I'm smart. Okay. Okay, one last lecture segment and then we can go to like the workshops and everything. Okay. Working with the specialized semantic elements, in this lecture, you will learn about specialized semantic elements like US code elements and more. Okay. How do you display the mathematical equations and chemical formulas in HTML? The superscript element is used to display a piece of text as a superscript. A superscript is a symbol or letter printed above the normal line of text. Here's an example using the superscript element to illustrate exponents. Yeah, and the superscript is like for exponents, and subscript is for like the small number at the bottom for chemical codes. I know that. I remember that. Not all smart. Diba? Not all. I'm not that smart. My toxic trait is I would do this with CSS. Oh, I can imagine. Oh, I can imagine. In this example, the number 2 is wrapped in the subtags to represent the superscript inside the paragraph. In the browser, you would see that the second number 2 is smaller and slightly higher than the first number 2. Common use cases for the superscript element would include exponents, superior lettering, and ordinal numbers. Here's an example using superscript element for superior lettering. Monsignor is often written as MGR, Magur, Damium Gur, Onge. I can't Gur. Hi, Raph. Welcome to the stream. I can't Gur. Damion Gur. Onke? Onger. I can't Gur. Okay, superior lettering refers to letters written in superscript, usually to indicate the abbreviations. The letters G and R are wrapped inside superscript tags to illustrate the abbreviation. In this example, it is important to note that the superscript element should only be used for typing typographical reasons. If you want to style a piece of text with a raised baseline, then you should use CSS instead of the superscript element. To represent chemical equations inside HTML, you would use the subscript element. This element is used to subscript, which displays a lower baseline using smaller text. Hi, Ate. Hope all is well tonight. I am good. I am great. I am trying to study. But I'm good. I'm good. I hope you're doing well. Here's an example of using the subscript element to show the chemical representation for carbon dioxide. CO2. The number 2 is wrapped inside the subtext to illustrate the character should be in subscript. Common uses for the subscript include chemical formulas, footnotes, variable subscripts. Okay. So what is the primary use of the superscript? To display them in superscript. Which of the following is used to superscript element? Sub. Hey, what's up? Okay. And then what should be used instead of superscript element if you want an erase baseline for typographical reasons? CSS. I have studied well. I am learning. The inline code, okay, how do you represent computer code in HTML? The inline code element is used to represent short snippets of code inside a text. The common use case for this code element would be for technical articles and document pages. Here is an example of the use of code element to show a CSS code snippet. To set the text color in blue CSS, use the following code color blue. Okay. In this example, the CSS color property is used to set the color to blue by wrapping this code snippet inside code tags. It communicates to the browser that the text is a piece of inline code. The browser will apply default styles for content inside the code element. The default styling is a monospaced font. The code element is meant to represent a single line of code. If you want to represent multiple lines of code, you will need to place a code element inside of a pre-formatted text element. The pre-formatted text element is used to represent pre-formatted text. Here is an example of using the pre-formatted text to show a CSS declaration. Pre. Pre. Hello, pre. Thank you for the cheers, Chicharu. Okay. When using the pre element, you will need to be mindful of spacing because it will display exactly as written inside the HTML document. Okay. In the browser, you will see that the code is indented several spaces to the right. If you were to change the indentation of the code example, then you will see a difference in indentation on the screen. When it comes to include code examples inside your HTML document, you should use the code element in short inline examples. If you need to display longer code snippets, then you will need to use the pre and code elements. Pre. Pre. Hello, Flummum. Welcome to the stream. Hello, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hello, my name is rubiirosie. I am the audio engineer VTuber, and I am kind of deviating from my usual content by doing a study stream. But I do co-working streams, I do gaming streams, and I do karaoke streams. So if you like that kind of content, stick around. Learning pala ha. Sige, get 1 port sheet of paper. No erasures. All erasures are considered wrong. You have 100 minutes. You have 100. You have 10 minutes to answer. Sir! 1 port crosswise, 1 port lengthwise. 1 port crosswise, 1 port lengthwise. Audio engineer. Yes, audio engineer. I feel like I should do a study stream on, or like a teaching stream on audio tech and plugins and how to edit and stuff. I feel like I'm gonna do like a stream where I'm like teaching something musical one day, hopefully. Well, currently working on my song. Oh, let's go. What kind of genre is your song? If I can ask. What is the code element used for? See, this is why I don't get distracted. Because I'm, EDM DNB. Oh, that's gonna sound fun. Is it gonna be like slow DNB? Well, it's DNB, so it has to be fast. And it's EDM, so it has to be like tooks. But I hope that it looks good. Drum and bass. Yeah. Okay, drum and bass. Yeah, it's gonna sound good. That's like good combo of genres, honestly. I've heard weirder combos, but that's a good combo of genres. Now I'm looking for someone to vocal. It's been 3 months though. I feel like there's a lot of good vocalists in the VTuber sphere. You're gonna find like a really good vocalist in the VTuber sphere. My song is going to finish. Let's go. Okay, wait. I'm forgetting what I studied. Hold on. What is the code element used for? It is used to represent short codes inside text. Fiverr. I don't trust Fiverr on Fiverr, yeah. I don't trust Fiverr. I do have like a Fiverr vendor account, but I don't trust Fiverr. It's kind of like it's decreasing in value. Crosswise, 100 items. Timer starts. 100 items in a one port. Sir! Sir, ilang one port gusto mo? Just need that. Well, again, there's a lot of good vocalists. So I hope you find like the right vocalist for you, man. Okay, what is pre-formatted text pre element used for? It is used to represent pre-formatted text. What is the default style of the code element? Monospace? Yeah, okay, I've learned. Trust, lots of vocalists in the VTuber sphere. Honestly, yeah, there are a lot of good vocalists. I don't count as one of them. Okay, what are US and Ruby elements used for? There's me, Ruby element. What you mean? I'm not a great vocalist. Okay. The unarticulated annotation element or U element is used to represent inline text that has non-textual annotation applied. Here's an example to highlight a spelling error. Okay, you can use unarticulated annotation element to highlight incorrect spelling or issues. Girl, yes you are. No. This is not me fishing for compliments. I honestly like listen to a lot of VTuber covers. There are lots of people who are really good. And timer is there we go. It's break time. Break time. Dami mong reklamo, Mr. Rubiirosie. Gusto mo bagsakin kita. I don't know why my brain went to bagsakan and just go like, nandito na si Kiko, si Kiko. No, that's the election version. Whoa, wait. Nandito na si Chito, si Tito Miranda, nandito na si Francis, si Francis Magalona. No, that's not Francis. Nandito na si Kiko, si Francis Magalona, nandito na si Chito Miranda, nandito na si Glock 9, wala siyang apelido. Magbabagsakan dito. One song I wish you made a full version of is Tingin. It was so good. Thank you. I really like Tingin actually. Tingin is a really good song, but I need two guys to sing with me because it's a trio song, right? So I can only do the Janine Tenyoso part. Which, by the way, guess what? Remember last month when I went to the Shore event? I went to like a Shore creator collective event with Jan and Ree and Anna. The performer there was Janine Tenyoso, the singer of Tingin. And I was like, woo. Ah, that's so fair. Yes. Okay, nandito na si Chito Miranda, nandito na si Kiko, si Francis Magalona, nandito na si Glock 9, wala siyang apelido, magbabagsakan dito. Oh snap. Yeah, she sang live. Her voice is so good. My god, she's insane. Her voice is amazing. And the Shore mics just like amplified how good her voice is. Oh my god, amazing. Andito na si Kiko Panginin. that's the election version. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well and great. I hope you guys aren't getting bored with like watching me study coding. Yeah, I hope you guys are getting bored with me studying like this. If you guys would like, I can shift to script writing if you guys want, because I do want to make like long form content. But for now, I just thought of like studying coding because I really want to like put ROI to my live 2D rigs, you know. which kind of like I'm wondering now, how does rigging work coding wise? Like it's probably like insane how to code the software used for rigging. Na I enjoy having you in the background while I write and such. Thank you. That's really nice for you to say. Andito na si Ruby na kulang sa ano? Kulang sa ano? Anong kulang? Ha? Kaiju? Anong kulang? Nandito na si Chito Miranda, nandito na si Kiko, si Francis Magalona, nandito na si Glock 9, wala siyang apelid. I don't know why it's stuck in my head. Why is it stuck in my head? I think it's stuck in my head because what was I doing? I was watching Cup of Joe sing with Chito Miranda of Bagsahan. Yes. they sang it and I was like, ooh, cool. Yeah, Cup of Joe and Chito Miranda. Love that. Ah, kulang sa snacks. I don't think so. I'm good in the snack department. I'm good with snacks. Okay, the cats are standing up already. They're saying that there's 20 seconds until the timer stops. Okay. So we're gonna study again, guys. We're gonna study again in how many seconds? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. What are the US? Okay, wait. In this example, the word incorrect spelling issues are misspelled. The default style for the U element is a black underline underneath the text. In HTML4, the U element was used for styling purposes. But in HTML5, the U element should only be used to indicate that the text is non-textual annotation applied. If you want to style a piece of text with an underline, you should use CSS instead of HTML. The strike-through element, or S, should be used to represent the text is no longer accurate or relevant. Here's an example of using the S element to show the cancellation of an activity. Okay, see, I remember using U and S and B and I for coding before, but I never actually knew the context of it. Only use U whenever you want to yell at your customers for bad grammar. That's valid. That's very valid. Tomorrow's hike will be a meeting at noon. Due to unforeseen weather conditions, the hike has been canceled. Oh, okay. In this element, the first sentence is crossed out because the hike was canceled due to weather reasons. The S element should never be used to just show changes to a document. More appropriate elements in this case would be deleted text element and insert text element. The Ruby element, Ruby I've never used. The Ruby element represents a small text shown above or below the main text. It is used to show the pronunciation of East Asian characters. Here's the Ruby element example from the MDN web documents page. So Ruby, tutu, ashita, tu. The RP element or Ruby fallback parenthesis element is used as a fallback for browsers lacking support for displaying Ruby annotations. Ah, okay. The RT element, Ruby text, Ruby fallback parenthesis is to note the parenthesis. Yes. The RT is the Ruby annotation. Okay. Used for pronunciation or translation details in East Asian typography. While the Ruby element can be used for other types of annotations, the most common use case is for East Asian typography. Okay, so for example, like, I know Korean. So if I want to put in Korean and then put in like a little annotation that's saying the pronunciation of the Korean lettering, then use Ruby. Okay. What is the U element used for? It is used to inline text that is non-textual. It is represent when text is no longer relevant. Ruby is used for Ruby applications. Pronunciation of East Asian characters. Yeah, okay. Studied. Very well. Very good. Good job. Okay, time for me to build a cat blog page. Okay, start project. Let's go. Here's a preview of what you want to build. Welcome to Mr. Whiskers' blog page. Mr. Whiskers in the garden. That's so cute. About post contact. Hi there, I'm Jane Doe, a passionate writer who finds endless inspiration in the antics of beloved cat, Mr. Whiskers. His playful nature and boundless energy keeps me on my toes. I love him so much. Oh god, I remember this one. Oh, you've gone through this too. Post, Mr. Whiskers' first day home. Lorem ipsum. Not the Lauren ipsum. First day home. First bath. First birthday. Contact. Okay, start coding. Got bored on a school day back then. Valid, very valid. Okay, so step 1. In this workshop, you will be practicing working in semantic HTML by building a blog page dedicated to Mr. Whiskers the cat. So to begin the project, add the doc type HTML and HTML. No. HTML. Oh wait, meta lang Ian, right? That's how it is? Or no? There's an example there. I didn't read. Okay. HTML lang equals Ian. And then slash HTML. And then learn how to build HTML boilerplate and this recipe. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, step 2. Besides the HTML element, add a head element. So head. Oh wait, this should be indented. Head. Head. Let's go. Okay. I like how they make it as simple as possible for you to learn. Inside the head element, use a nested meta element with a char set. Okay, so that's where meta is. Char set UTF minus 8 UTP UTF. Below, add a title element, and that title element is Mr. Whiskers blog. Yeah, okay. I'm remembering slowly but surely. To prepare creating some actual content, add a body element below the head element. Okay. So, body. The body. There we go. Okay. The first section you'll build in this page is header. The header element is used to represent introductory content like page navigation and other introductory information. Here's an example using the header element. Okay, so oops, inside the body, in the body, header, h1, let's put Mr. Whiskers blog h1. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot to put the header. Maybe I should remove this first. There we go. And yes, okay, there we go. Next, the header will be responsible for displaying the main title, image, and page navigation for the blog. Inside the header, put in an H1, which I already have before. H1. Welcome to Mr. Whiskers's blog page. Yes, okay. In this introductory content, you will want to show an image of Mr. Whiskers in the caption. Below the H1 element, start by adding a figure element, which I learned. Figure element. Inside the figure element, add a... what's this? Add an image element. Oh. How did I do this again? img equals... Let's copy paste that. Oh, maybe... Oh, whoops. Oh, where am I? There we go. img src and then alt a cat in a garden. Is this? No, it's not. Big garden. Right? Probably wrong. Oh, it is right. Okay. The source attribute of the image. Yes. Congratulations, the code passes. It passes. It just didn't update with the picture. That's why I was like, Okay. For your blog, there should be a way for users to navigate to different sections of the page. The nav element. Oh, okay. Nav element is used to provide navigation links to other sections in the document or the other sections in the website. A lot of times you will see the nav element used for menus or table of contents. Here's an example of using the nav element. Okay, below your figure element, add a nav element with UL element nested inside. Okay. Nav. UL. LI. Cat. It doesn't say what to put in the LI. LI. Whiskers. LI. Cute. LI. UL. Oh. Nav. Congrats! Okay, there we go. Inside each of the LI elements, you will need to have an anchor element. For the first element should be the about href attribute to about. Hash symbol in front of the about should represent the ID name to which you add later to the project. Okay. Okay, so href about. about, then a yes. And so that I don't have to type everything again, copy paste. Okay, that's about. Second is posts. And then the last one is on contact. I can type. Okay. Yes? Yeah, okay. Now that you're finished building outside of the page header, you will need to start adding your main content. Add a main element. Yes. Okay. The first section on the page will be the About section. The section will introduce Mr. Whiskers and give users an idea of what this blog is about. Inside your main element, and add a section with element ID attribute set to About. Okay, inside the section element, add H2 with the text of About. Okay, so that's section. ID equals About H2 About H2 section. Oh. Shortcut? Huh? I hate that the FrequentCam editor doesn't auto-close elements. It doesn't. But it's learning the hard way. Okay. How do you ID? Add a section element with the ID attribute set to About. There. Okay, that was just the wrong thing. Okay. Below your H2 element, add a paragraph element with the text of Hi there, I'm Jane Doe, a passionate writer who finds endless inspiration in the antics of my beloved cat, Mr. Whiskers. Okay, so P. And then copy pasting because I am lazy to type. Below paragraph element, add another paragraph with the text of his playful. Okay. Copy. P. Yes. Okay, good. Now that you have added the About section, try clicking on the About link to see the page, jump down to that section. Oh, okay. The next section in the blog page will talk about Mr. Whiskers. Okay. Oh, it's not typing. Section. ID. Posts. Add an H2 element that says post. And then section. Yeah, okay. I know! I could be a supporter if I wanted to, but I have no money. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Come on. Ah. I'm so sorry. I would love to support, but I cannot at the moment. Ask me later. Okay. Step 14. For the first blog post, you will use an article element. The article element represents the self-contained content on a web page. Okay, so that means below that, put an article element. And then below that, add an H3 with the text of copy paste H3. The reason H3 is used here in the maintaining the proper structural hierarchy for heading elements is important since the post subheading is an H2 element. The next level down the hierarchy would be H3. Okay. So, reticle. And it is okay. There we go. The blog post is going to contain a couple of paragraphs with lorem ipsum text. Copy paste the lorem ipsum. Lorem ipsum is commonly used in web development to serve as a placeholder. It is used when you want to focus on building out the basic structure of your web pages and not have to worry about the actual content yet. Okay, copy paste the lorem ipsum. Copy. Actually, I could just copy paste this and then put. No, yeah, you just copy paste this with the code and everything. I'm just gonna format this. I mean, it's not gonna matter, but I still want to format it just cause. Oh wait, yeah, it has to be. It is after the H3 element. What do you mean? Oh, two of them. Okay, it has to be two. There we go. It has to be two of them. All right. Okay, for the second blog post, you will need to add another article element. Inside the article element, add an H3 element with the text of Mr. Whisker's first bath. H3. Oh, wait. Arts. Article. H3. Mr. Whisker's first bath. And then the lorem ipsum. Add 2 paragraphs. Lorem ipsum. And we're good. Okay. For the third blog post, you'll need to add another article element. Inside the article element. Okay, so I need to copy paste article again. It's basically this entire code. But we just need to change the H3 to Mr. Whisker's first birthday party. Yes. Okay. Now that you have finished adding your blog entry posts, click on the post link and you should see that a page jumps down to the post. Okay. Post. There we go. Last component to add your blog page is going to be the contact section. Before the main element, add a footer element. Yes. And then inside the footer element, add a section element with the ID set to contact. Section ID contacts H2 element with a text of contact. Yes, there we go. Okay. Inside the contact section, you will want to show the blog author's contact information. You will use an address element for this. The address element is used to represent contact information for a person or an organization. Here's an example of using the address element for a physical address. The BR element is used to create a line break. So add an address element. Oh! Hello, Shinahara channel. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. My name is rubiirosie. I am the audio engineer VTuber, and admittedly, this is not my usual content. But I do have study streams sometimes, and I do also karaoke streams and gaming streams and co-working streams. So if you like that kind of content, please stick on by. How are you? I hope you're doing well and great. I am learning slowly but surely, but I hope you're doing well. Okay. Address? Yes. There we go. An audio engineer, and it is break time. Okay. An audio engineer? Yes, I am an audio engineer. I have studied up music to be able to use audio tech, and yeah, I'm that kind of nerd. I'm that kind of nerd. I'm that kind of like techie nerd. Dropping by. Hi Anna, welcome to the stream. How are you, Miss Ma'am? That is some kakoi stuff, dude. I wish I knew more Japanese because I don't know what kakoi means, but it sounds good. Thank you. Just got home, amen. Oh, where'd you come from? Are you okay? Are you good? Kakoi is cool. Ah, okay, I see. I'm more fluent in Korean than Japanese. So yes. I got to dance. Nice! Good job. Good. But yeah. So far, learning how to code is a lot of memorizing, not gonna lie. But it's good. It's okay. At least I'm learning, well, I'm learning a normie thing. At least I'm learning a normie thing to apply my non-normie in what's this? To apply my non-normie interests. I found you here on the recommended channel, so hi. Thank you so much. Hello, welcome. I hope you will like me just like coding for now. It was either this or doing my commissions on rigging, so but yeah, I should somehow learn more things. You know? Okay, wait. You guys should see how the Pomodoro timer looks. It's so cute. Hold on. There we go. It looks so cute. Look at that. Look at the cats. They're just resting and chilling. It's so cute. Look at that. I like the cat in the corner. I know, right? That's Mr. Whiskers. We're making a website for him. We're making a website for Mr. Whiskers. I hope you guys are chilling and having a good time and resting and just enjoying your time. You know? I hope you guys are doing great. We have one last study, I think. Yeah, we have one more study period of 25 minutes before we finish our study time. But so far, like the Pomodoro method is actually very helpful for me, at least, because it's like, okay, don't hyper focus on this for an entire 3 hours. You take breaks. Because okay, what kind of studiers are you? I'm the type that if I'm working on something, I will hyper focus on that for the next 5 hours and just do nothing, and then take a break when I need to eat. I don't know. That's me. That's me at least. What would you guys be? Pomodoro is so good. Yeah, right? Right. Pomodoro like helps remind me that I'm a human. It helps remind me that I am a human and I need to take a breather and a break. Yeah, it's good. It's great. I'm a rest for a while. Hope you had fun and enjoyed. And to everyone in the chat, hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for dropping by, and I hope that you get to rest like a lot and just like take care of your time. I think that's the word I'm trying to say. Thank you so much for dropping by. Why is there a ghost licking a foot in the emotes? What? I'm so confused. But thank you so much for dropping by. Go rest. Pahinga po kayo. Why is there why are there licking emotes? uh, yeah. Huh. Lick someone else's feet, man. Damn. But when it comes to photo stuff, I'm like never stopping, dude. Honestly, like it's chill to just like work on things and just it's cool. Hi Omega Key, welcome to the stream. Ms. Ruby, yes, Ms. Ruby. Okay, the timer is at 10 seconds for the break. We're gonna have another study period. So, here we go. 3, 2, okay. Okay, for this step, you will need to add the phone number and email address for the blog author. Inside the address element, add a paragraph element with a text of phone 555-5555. Below the paragraph element, add another paragraph with the text of email fakeemail.com. Okay, so inside the address, add a paragraph with a text of... Oh, how did I code this again? How did they code this again? Was this called to? I forgot the code for this, wait. And then add another paragraph with... Well, it just said to add the text. It doesn't say to like add the coding for it yet, right? Yeah, it just said to add the text. Hi, hey, hello, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I love the dancing goose duck thing. That's cute. When I finish work and go home to edit the photos, I don't stop until I have satisfied, even if I tell myself I took this photo. Honestly, like people who know how to take really good photos are insane. They're good. They're really good. Okay, to improve user experience, you will want to enhance the phone number so that the users tap on and initiate a call. Here is how you can make the phone numbers clickable. So ahref. I'm just gonna copy this. Copy. Wrap the text 55555. Okay. So change the number to 555-555-5555. There we go. And then A. Yes. Okay, there we go. Is that like a free coding course? Yes, it is from Free Code Camp. It is the full stack developer course. Yeah, so I'm trying to learn HTML first, but then later down the line I'll learn CSS, JavaScript, and Python. I'm scared of JavaScript and Python, so we will see how this goes. Similarly, users should be able to click on the email address and send it to an email, blah, 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 ahref mail to fake email. ahref mail to... Oh, wait. Ooh, I was supposed to put it at the email. X paste, yes. There we go. Those changes, the blog is now complete. Yay! Confetti! Astig. Uy, Filipino! Filipino ka rin, pre. Hello, welcome to the stream if you're Filipino. But if you're not Filipino, that's still chill. Let me know if you want some good sources. Oh, I would love to get good sources. If you guys want to send anything that what's this? If you guys want to send anything that people can see or like I can link to, let me just like bump up the Discord so you can send them there. There we go. Ang aking kagustuhan ay opo ate. Adiwi. But yes, hello. Wag mo kong i-ate unless you're born after 2002. Like if you're born after 2002, that's okay. Diyan mo lang ako mag-ate. Okay. Oof. I have to code this myself now. No help. Okay. Build an app that is functionally similar to this example project. Try to copy the example, but give it your own personal style. Event Hub, upcoming events, past events, AI machine learning conference, web development bootcamp, past events, blockchain. What if not Event Hub? What if we make this streamer schedule? Okay, in this lab you'll realize fulfill the user stories and get the test to pass to complete. Okay, you should have a header element. Yes. Inside the header element, you should have an H1. Huh? Oh, it should be Event Hub. Damn it. Okay. I wanted to make it my own. Event Hub. Wait, header is different from head, right? I'm blanking. Header is different from head. Okay. Header. Yes. Then you should have an H1 element that contains the text event hub. H1. Yes. Head is for metadata. Headers are for stuff like banners. Ah, okay. That helps a lot. Thank you. So, contain event hub and a nav element. Nav. And then, oh, this should be header. Yes. Okay. So, inside the nav element, you should have an unordered list. So UL, unordered list, LI. 2 items containing links to different sections of the page. The first item should have text upcoming events, and the second item should have the text past events. Okay. So href equals to upcoming events. What if it's just upcoming, you know? I think that'll work. Upcoming events. A li, yes. Li a href hashtag past events. A li, and then under that is ul. Yes, okay. Right. Okay. Each link should be represented by an A element with href that links to the corresponding section pages. Oh, okay. I have to put it completely. Okay. Upcoming events. And then past events. How am I gonna put my own spin in this if it's giving me like specific things to say? Okay, you should have a main element. So after header, main element, should have two section elements. Section. 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 There we go. Two section elements. The first section element should have an ID attribute to upcoming events. Inside the section, I should have a H2. I should have an H2 with the text upcoming events. Two article elements. Two article elements. Two article elements. Each article should represent an event, and it should have an H3 event for the title. H3 event. I'm too lazy to think of events. So event 1. H3. And then H3 event 2. H3. There we go. Threw it into media. Oh, okay, I'll check it out later. Thank you so much. Thank you. A P element for the event description. P element for the event description. Event 1 will happen. You can add a date at the bottom if you like. Event 1 will happen on, let's just put September 10. I don't know why September 10, just do. Okay. The second section element, second section element should have the ID attribute, ID past events, and then inside this, it should have an H2 element, past events, and then two articles as well. I'm gonna copy paste this and just edit it. Two articles, H3 for event title, P in the bottom if you like, an image element with the source attribute pointing to an image file in the alt. You can use the following image URLs and be okay. Okay, should have image. Okay, it doesn't say to put it before the paragraph, but I'm gonna put it before the paragraph so it's pretty. Source. And then alt. For the description of the image. What is this image? What is this image? It's not showing the image. Event 1. There we go. It's not showing the image, so Event 2. And then use this link. Run test. Yay! I did it perfect. Let's go. I gotta dip for a bit. Enjoy the study. Thank you so much for dropping by. I highly appreciate that you were here, and thank you for sending the sources. I will look them up. I will check them out and like study them. Yes, heyo. It takes a little loading time to study this, but it's like okay, good. Okay, how many more minutes until the end of the study session? 11 minutes. So I think I can take the quiz. I think I have time to take the quiz. There we go. Okay. So semantic HTML review. Okay, sum up everything that I've learned. Thing is, I'm a graduate of this and I can barely remember anything. No, that's me. That's me with a lot of music tech stuff. I'm like, okay, I know this is what this is, but then if you tell me like how to do basic analog routing, I'm Importance of semantic HTML structural hierarchy for heading elements. It's important to use the correct heading element to maintain the structural hierarchy of the content. The H1 element is the highest level, and the H6 element is the lowest level. Presentational HTML affects the elements that define the appearance of the context. So structural hierarchy is her heading. Okay. The deprecated, that's separate of her. Okay. Semantic HTML elements that hold meaning and structure, header, nav, figure. Header element used to define the header of a document. Main element used to contain the main content of the web page. Section element used to divide up the content into smaller sections. Navigation section represents a section with navigation links. Figure element used to contain illustrations and diagrams. Emphasis element marks text that has stress emphasis. So idiomatic text is used for voice mood, idiomatic terms, and another language technical terms. Okay, this is all that we studied today. You know what? I'm gonna try to take the quiz without I've studied all of this today. So let's try taking the quiz as is. Oh boy. Okay, let's take the quiz. Let's go. What is presentational HTML? Defines website's overall layout and navigation structure. Control the appearance of content rather than its meaning or structure. Okay. What is the pre element? It is used for pre-formatted text. What is the role of the H1 element? It is the main heading of a web page. What is the role of the address element? It is used to contact information. Yes. Hi Ezra, welcome to the stream. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great. You were in the server as well earlier, along with everybody earlier. But yeah, yes. Thank you for the shout out. No problem. Everyone deserves a shout out. Okay, I'm trying to take a quiz right now of everything that I've learned in this stream. So hopefully I pass. We don't hang out enough. I know. I feel like I should hang out in the server more. Actually, I'll eventually like hang out in the server more. I wish you luck. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, which of the following elements holds no semantic meaning? Div. Yes. Right? Wrong. I'd be down to join whenever you do. Oh, that would be nice. That would be really nice. Which of the following elements is used to represent a specific moment in time? Time. Okay. Which is used for Ruby? It's for the East Asian characters. Which is to highlight keywords, a summary of product names and reviews. Yes. Which is the U element? It is character encoding, drop-down menu for selected options. Non-textual, yes. Which of the following element is used to represent an extended quotation? Block quote. Which of the following elements is used to provide a description, definition, term, or a description list? Description, definition for the term inside the description list. Description, so DD. Which of the following elements is used within the code element? Pre? Right? Which of the following attributes is used to translate times into a machine-readable format? Datetime. Why is it important to not skip heading levels? Heading levels can confuse screen readers and hinder content accessibility. Skipping head levels makes the text appear in different colors. Loading speed. It's the first one. Which of the following is depreciated font? Which of the following elements is used to represent navigation links? Nav. Which of the following elements represents the description term inside a description list? DT. Which is the I element? It is used to idiomatic text. Which of the following elements is used to emphasize text? EM. Which of the following attributes is used to specify the source of reference or quoted context? Cite. Yes, I am finished. Oh, I passed. I got 20 out of 20. Yay! Oh, I'm smart. I got 20 out of 20. Let's go. Okay. We have gone through the whole semantic HTML segment. So now next is forms and tables. I think that's a good place to end. That's a good place to end so that I'm not overwhelmed. I got a 20 out of 20. I'm fine. I'm great. I'm good. I am good with that. I got to pass. I'm fine. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the study session a little early and go to lobby so I can chit chat with you guys. There we go. That was me studying HTML, and I actually passed. I'm actually happy about it. I mean, most of what I learned, according to you guys, is bloat. People don't usually use them in coding context, but at least I'm learning. At least I'm knowing what it is and what it's not. At least it's there. But yeah. Oh my god, I'm so glad. I am so glad. Yeah. Maybe I should have more study sessions like these. Not only with CS. I've studied Korean on stream before. So, why not, right? I feel like that would be great. I feel like more study sessions would be in order. I will be your study buddies. Okay, guys? If you guys will allow me, I will be your study buddy. Okay. Now, let's see who we can raid. Who is streaming? Oh. Okay. So, guys, I was in a Tagalog Wanang Wika challenge video recently. That was released last night, and it was not recorded in 2024. Mind you, it was recorded last month. And yeah, the creator of that video is streaming right now. He is streaming Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree. So maybe we should raid him. Let's go raid the guy who made me stand for 10 minutes at the start of the stream. Let's go raid Kiora. I hope you guys enjoyed the study session. I hope you guys are okay with this kind of content. Maybe I'll lean towards this kind of content also. In the future, we'll see. But for now, let's go to a gaming stream. There we go. Okay, so start the raid. Let's have the raid message. I will most likely stream next week, but I have to double check schedules to be sure. So yeah, I will stream next week, and I promise I'll play games next week. I promise I'll play games next week. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys next week. All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. And I promise I'll make a schedule next time. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you guys for dropping by. Thank you guys for listening to me study. Even though it's kind of boring, thank you guys for listening to me study. Thank you. Okay.